Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are going to be going through every new launch of concealer at the drugstore. We're talking full coverage, medium coverage, luminous finish, a coverage that you would want on your face, stuff that creases, stuff that doesn't, the things that I am not excited to wear again and probably won't, and then the other ones that I have found perform so incredibly well, are comparable to higher end products that I love a lot, and we're gonna talk about it all. I'm gonna give you a full bare bones look at my skin, close up on my iPhone. I think I did a pretty good job with it. This is the first time that I've ever done something like this. So you're gonna see my pores, you're gonna see my hyperpigmentation, any blemishes, any creasing. I literally put the phone like this close, and it's what I'm gonna do for right now. You guys can let me know how you like it. I need another camera, we all know that. But I wanted you guys to be able to see everything in action on the spot while I was talking about it and up close. So we're gonna take the makeup off, you're gonna see everything, we're gonna talk about it all, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I also wanna mention, we are finally here with the refill packs for Halo. You guys were so overwhelmingly supportive with the update of the refill packs, and I am still every day just like grinning ear to ear that you guys are so happy about this. I'm so happy about this. This is like the first time that I go in public and cashiers or subscribers that I meet that might watch my channel, they're like, Tati, you're doing something different. It's so good. It's so important. We love that you care about the environment. And you know, this makes me want to care more. In my mind, I'm like, okay, you guys are really super into this. How can we make it even better? So this is a huge improvement, even in terms of transportation and just the carbon footprint of getting from A to B with everything that's involved with fulfillment and getting the product put together and made here in the States and then getting to you, the customer. It's a very intricate process, and I do hope to show you guys more behind the scenes in the future because a lot of you guys are asking and I would love to do that. So stay tuned, subscribe, ring the bell, do those things so you're notified of my upcoming videos. What I wanted to make clear to you guys is that we are finally a go. We are live. You can order the refill packets as of today, and that's for any of them, all formulas. So we have the Hers Daily, we have the His Daily. Those are designed and developed to pair beautifully with either Kiwi, which is targeted for skin health, or HSN, the Halo Original, which is hair, skin, nails. So don't be afraid or intimidated to do those two together. They are designed to work together. They're great together. Two is better than one. And now that we have the refills, I feel it makes it easier for you guys. This is available in the US only for now, but we are already working on how to grow this, new subscription model and refill model globally. So, hang tight. I hear you guys, I'm working on it, I'm gonna make it happen, we will get there. You don't have to buy the actual Halo bottle first, the physical bottle, it's right behind me. We updated the packaging, how cute is that? You could choose to just purchase the packet, you get a 5% discount. The real savings is when you opt into the subscription service, which a lot of you guys had asked for because you were forgetting to reorder and you love your results so much. Results are over on IG, by the way, I'll link that all below. But you will get 10% off and free shipping. So that's the big news. You guys, I've worked really hard on it. I love this. I love that you guys are excited with me and that you get how exciting this really is and how different this is. And thank you again and again and again. Go to halobeauty.com and check it out. All right, we're gonna jump to me without makeup and get to testing out all of these drugstore concealers. I have in front of me all of the new concealers that I have been testing behind the scenes. You've seen a few of them show up in videos here and there, and I am going to now break it down for you guys as to which ones I absolutely love and recommend, which ones I would personally pass on, and which ones are kind of just like so-so. And then maybe at the end of this, I will also hit on my drugstore holy grail favorites that I love and trust, and also some throughout the years that I have recommended here on my channel as well, because I've made so many videos. It is just crazy to me when I go through, and even on my own channel, I can type in concealers and there's a bar at the top of the channel page. If you ever want to search for any one particular topic, you can type it in and like a bunch of stuff will pop up. So like I used to really super be into the Age Rewind from Maybelline. That is an excellent one. Anything from Maybelline pretty much has always worked out. The Fit Me concealer is great. Anyway, long story short, you'll find the loves as far as what category, whatever, just by using that search bar. I think it works a little bit better than just the actual search bar in YouTube because it's so specific to my channel. First up, we are going to talk about and try on the Staysurance from J.Cat, and I will say it right now, this is definitely not it for me. I find that this looks really cakey, heavy, and it's just too thick. I really love the Staysurance powder from J.Cat. I did a video on that. I will link it below. I was convinced when I got the PR package of all the concealers, I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so great. And because the Staysurance is very hydrating and it doesn't cake, I was really thinking this was going to be a smudge-proof, long-wearing, non-cakey looking concealer, and it just didn't work out for me. So I'm gonna show you guys. This comes in 16 shades. It is $7.99. You can see it's just, wow, right? I mean, first impressions, you put that on and you're like, I am erased entirely, right? Like I just deleted my under eye area. That's a great thing to do if you have dark circles and you really want to cancel things out, but you don't want there to be a tacky, sticky thickness and texture. You don't want to call negative attention to an area that you're trying to undo and cover up, you know? So for me, this just was not a winner in my book. It is a little bit difficult to blend out. And it's just very, 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 very full coverage. I'm gonna do a close-up on my phone. You can see a little thick. Let's do the other side with something else that I actually really enjoy. Now this is from Revlon. It's been a minute since I have really loved something from Revlon. I feel terrible saying that because Revlon is such an iconic brand. They have always brought out really innovative, really cool products, and there are so many things to appreciate within the brand. Lately, like I almost think they're trying to keep up with like the boom, 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 like launch, 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 launch that digital has done within the beauty industry. And they're just like kind of a step behind sometimes, and it's not working. And that's just how I feel. But what is working is when they bring out these solid, incredible products that are just kind of stand alone. There's nothing to it that feels like it's trendy. It just feels like good makeup. And when they do that, they own the drugstore and they do it so well. So this is the Candid Antioxidant Concealer. I want to try the foundation now because I like this one so much. I purchased this myself. Please try to ignore all of my chipped fingernails. You guys, I was opening packages this morning and sometimes I can't be bothered and I just like don't do the right thing by grabbing a pair of scissors and I'll just like scratch at things and I'm like, why did I do that? Like I know it's gonna happen and I still do it. Anyone else? So this is a formula that is anti-pollution, antioxidant, anti-blue light. If you believe in that whole thing, it's anti-blue light. It is going to help to depuff the under eye area and conceal. So there are ingredients in here that are really going to help your under eye area. It's not just shellacking on some paint. It is really going to do some good for you as well. It also says that it is formulated without oils, parabens, phthalates, synthetic dyes, and fragrances. And you can tell it smells a little like just makeup-y, like there's nothing covering up that makeup scent. I don't mind that. I really just don't. Okay, so this is a medium buildable coverage, 18 skin tone matching shades. Now the thing that I want to talk about with that is this does do like an incredible job on the face. It's not just an under eye concealer in my opinion. Now we just went in with the other concealer that literally was just like it was just like, whoa, coverage, right? So I'm gonna go under this eye like so, and we are gonna do this on the face as well. But I just wanna show you that this blends in so nicely. It looks really, really natural. So you can definitely see a little bit of the darkness peeking through. So you can see my dark circles, no doubt. But I would rather have that than like you see what's happening? Than the creases. So I'm gonna go to the face and I'm gonna show you that this really does not crease much, even without powdering, which is super, super cool. Okay, so we're gonna go on the face now with the shade Biscuit. Underneath my eyes, I used light medium. It's maybe a little bit too yellow for me. I might explore some different shades. Again, they have 18 shades to pick from. These are the two that I purchased. This one I was thinking would look really good on the face if I wasn't wearing foundation. Sometimes I just like to do exactly what I'm doing right now. I won't put makeup everywhere, but I will cover up like the areas where I feel I just want a little something. And see, this side still really has not creased. This side has. Yep. Moving right along, I'm actually going to take both of these off. I wanted to do this in action for you guys. I hope that you enjoy this. Please let me know in the comments below if you like this styling, if you want to see the raw, real deal close up, if you want to see me trying things on. I know this is not the most glamorous, but I think it's more helpful. Okay, so we're gonna go into another concealer that I just don't really love at all. This is from Almay. This is the Skin Perfecting Comfort Concealer. I really love Almay blushes, their bronzers, their powders. Don't really like their foundations. Don't really like their concealers. This is just one of those, just feels waxy. And when you blend it out, the coverage changes. The scent of it is very overwhelming, like a plasticky, sterile kind of medical scent. I feel like this barely does anything at all. Kind of like, is that even there? Because all it does is it kind of collects in my lines. That's about it. I don't like to use this on the face. It just does not have enough pigmentation to really be effective at covering much. And underneath the eyes, it just kind of puts this glaze with minimal coverage that is kind of uneven. It pulls light because it has that kind of weird finish where it's kind of almost shiny, and then it does crease. So to me, this is just like, next, you know? Okay, moving on from there, Covergirl did come out with their new concealer to match the TruBlend line. This is the TruBlend Undercover. The doe foot applicator looks a lot like Shape Tape. Now, this is a trend that you have seen over and over now. Doe foot applicators are much bigger, and I think that's because of Tarte and their success with Shape Tape. Shape Tape is one of the most incredible concealers out there. It is full coverage, it feels hydrating, it never looks cakey, it wears a really long time, it doesn't attract shine, but it's not drying. It's so good. That's why everyone loves that concealer. So I think because of how successful that concealer was, a lot of companies are like, oh, well, we must do a large doe foot applicator. That is the secret. It's not, it's the formula too, but I also think because of Shape Tape, a lot of companies are like, we need to put more pigment in concealers like across the board. So you do see that as well. So I'm gonna go in with this guy right here. I've tried this on camera before, and this is one that I'm kind of just like, that's my review. It's not bad, it's not the best. It's just not, it's not as good as the Revlon one. It's not as good as that. It's not as good as Maybelline Fit Me or Age Rewind. So for that reason, because it does kind of, it will start to crinkle pretty easily. And do you see like it kind of grabs in areas? It does that a lot where it kind of just like pills up in one particular spot. And I'm just not the biggest fan of that. But if you like a lighter coverage underneath the eyes, you want something with that big doe foot applicator, or maybe you want to use something like this on the face, this is not a bad one. I just, for me, know that there are other formulas that give me better results if I'm looking kind of at that overall list of what I like in a concealer. Moving on, L'Oreal. They brought out this Infallible Full Wear. Oddly enough, I love this for contour. Have not had the best success with it underneath the eye. I think I would give it another try because I have used it with powders that maybe weren't the best. This stuff blends out really evenly, and that's why I'm showing you the contour here right now, because I want you to see that it just really extends. You don't need much at all. and you can blend this into a beautiful contour and then kind of mesh it up with a lighter foundation, lighter coverage foundation, and you can get a nice natural look. So I really do love this for contour. I am going to wear this as my contour today when I finally get around to finishing the face after sharing all of this with you guys. You see how nicely that blends? And I'm really quickly just looking in the monitor and like stamping it around really quickly, not even taking it that seriously because I know I'm gonna wipe it off before I get there. But this is another one that it's not the top of the list, but it's definitely not the worst. It is super full coverage, and I would say if that is what you are after, if you want like mega coverage, long wearing, and you want something that's very, 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 very similar to Shape Tape, but you need to purchase it at the drugstore, I think this would be your best bet. If you want something that is full-ish coverage, but more natural and wears just a little bit better in my opinion, then go with Revlon. Next up, we have a horrible color correcting palette from Catrice. This is just thick, thick. Oh my God, so thick. I really like their single concealers that is kind of like this, but I swear the consistency in that one, maybe it's that I've used it for a while and it's a little bit older, but I feel like the consistency in that one melts down a lot quicker to the touch. Product will have a tendency with the warmth of your fingertips to kind of emulsify a little bit. And that's why personally, I've always loved using my hands to apply certain makeup products. Make sure your hands are clean and then it's not a problem. But you know, the warmth from your fingertips, your body heat, it will allow things to work and blend a little bit better. And if you're working with a firm product on the face and it's just very detailed, it's a great thing to do. This one is just, it's sticky, it's a little bit more firm and hard, and just somehow is like a little bit almost drier. I don't think these color correctors are necessary for everyday life. I know that was a big trend for a minute, and I kind of think it was a trend, no offense to the trend, to kind of push product, and I didn't really think it was necessary for the everyday consumer. Now for makeup artistry, for someone on a photo shoot, if you are adjusting too much redness in the skin, a really intense under eye area that needs to be corrected, then color correction can be very, very useful. And it's really interesting to see what happens when different colors are piled on top of one another with skin tone and then color correction, and how that changes the tone altogether. So it does work. Most people are not gonna apply it thinly enough and blend it well enough for it to do its job where you're not seeing green or purple on the face. That's my issue with it, and that's why I don't push it too much. So with this, I want to show you. So my issue with this is it's kind of difficult to blend, and you do feel like you're tugging at the skin a little bit. But then once you blend it, it loses a lot of its coverage. And it just ends up looking heavy. So I'm just not a fan. Okay, we have a smash hit concealer to talk about. So in many ways, I have saved the very best for last. You guys know that I used to be such a giant fan of the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. That is such a great full coverage foundation. I don't know why, I just kind of overlooked this concealer. I think it's been out for a minute. The first line that you see on Ulta is highly pigmented, full coverage formula, blends seamlessly to fully mask imperfections, hyperpigmentation, and discoloration. It's just like telling you, this is gonna be seamless, it's easy, we've got you, you're gonna look great. It's just like a very reassuring paragraph describing their concealer, and trying it out, I was like, yep, I get it, I love it. This has hyaluronic acid as an ingredient. This has moisturizing ingredients. This has polyphenols, cocoa peptides. I mean, really, they went heavy and hard with it being a skin nourishing formula. The fact that they have 18 shades and it's $8.99 is just like total bonus. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Light Beige, and this is gonna be the concealer that I wear today. I'm gonna go out here and out here a little bit. I will show you, I also have light vanilla. I think I do need a different shade. This one's too light for me. It's very peachy and I like it, but it's just like a little bit too light. But do you see how like nicely that blends? It's so great. It just kind of sinks right in the skin and it doesn't sit on top of the skin, which is something I say all the time. And I hope you guys understand what I mean by that. You know, when you put on a moisturizer and either it's gonna pill up and stay on top of the skin like a mask, or you put on a moisturizer and your skin just kind of pulls all the product in and it's like, you know, and you don't see it. It's gone, it's absorbed. I like my makeup to do the same thing where it doesn't look so makeup-y. It's just become one with your skin. That's what I'm talking about. That's the good stuff. Here are my high notes with concealer. I want it to have a decent amount of coverage. I really love a Longwear formula because I mean, I live a long day. Most of us do. Most of us don't want to be fussing in the mirror, touching up our makeup after we've applied it in the morning. So Longwear is important to me. I really love it when the product does not crease or bunch. And I like an even lay down of color. It's not necessarily if it's luminous or matte, it's just that everything has an even kind of a reflection. And I like for the product to settle into the skin and become one with the skin. I have a lot of things I look for, so I'm very, very, very picky. I know that, but if you want perfect concealer, it's out there. You know, I say this with most things in life, you don't have to settle. If you think something's like just okay and you are like, you know what, I really hope I find better, try to find better. So pretty. It's like so beautiful. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face. I'm gonna speed it through right now. I'm gonna go ahead and say that my face looks pretty luxurious, and I'm using drugstore concealer to contour, to brighten, to conceal the under eye area. You guys, I love finding products like this, you know, the Milani, the L'Oreal de Contour, the Candid from Revlon. I love having these options because I absolutely understand that we can't be spending YSL dollars on everything head to toe to do with our beauty routine, right? You wanna have options that work well for certain things. You don't have to be all luxury or all drugstore or all anything. Like it's just find good products. That's what my heart is after. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed, ring the bell, and I really hope you enjoyed this kind of different try on, talk about, best of, you know, kind of a thing. And let me know if there's another category you would like me to do a similar thing with. I'm happy to do it. I also want to re-mention that the Halo refill packets are up and on the site live. You can go purchase right now, halobeauty.com, and that's for any of them. Any formula, the original, the kiwi, the his, the hers, any formula, you can get 5% off on each individual packet. Or you can opt into subscription in the US and you can save 10% and get free shipping. So the packets right now are US only. I am working on global. I better hop to it and get back to work and dive into my business. I love that you guys love this. I'm so passionate about it. We're gonna work out all of the little issues as far as, you know, getting this to global soon. but I am so excited that you guys are just as excited as I am. Better for the environment, better for the wallet, and I hope you guys go and check halobeauty.com out. Check out the IG. You will see so many beautiful before and afters with glowing results. So if you want to check out the Halo Glow, I mean, maybe I'm a little bit biased because, you know, I kind of run the whole gig, but I love the results that I get from taking Halo every day. I am still taking Kiwi. I am also taking the Hers Body and Brain, and my skin is doing so well. All right, that's where we end. I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Go have a great weekend, and I love you so, so much. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.